Hi, I thought I'd make a quick video showing you how to use the Project Kiwi tool in situations where we don't necessarily have a good map. We just have some images to search through. Your search coordinator will give you a link to a Project Kiwi project. What it'll look like is something like this, and you'll open the project in your browser and you'll see something like this. Now, I'll try to familiarize you with the process as quickly as possible. The first thing you can do in this case is change your base map from the default base map to a satellite base map. That'll help us get our bearings at least a little bit. Now, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and work through these images and label anything of interest as low, medium, or high priority. So to get started, you'll likely have been given a labeling queue or a labeling workflow by your search coordinator, or there might just be some labeling queues for us all to collectively work through. To get started, select the labeling queue in the bottom right-hand corner and click Start Labeling. You will be given something called a search task. This area, which is this orange box here, this is your area of responsibility. What we have to do here is open each of the images by clicking on them one at a time, and a window will appear in the top right-hand corner. Click and drag this window to enlarge it, and then use your scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom in, and the zoom will loosely follow your mouse cursor. I'm now going to exhaustively look through this image. Please spend more time than I do to look for any potential items of interest. Do this for each of the images inside your task. I'm going to do this quickly. Okay. So let's pretend I didn't see anything of interest in this one. Once you have looked through all of the images inside your task, complete the task by clicking Complete Task down at the bottom. Everything is saved automatically. Now I have completed the task, no one else will get to see that task. So it's my responsibility to make sure that I've looked through those images very carefully. We may have other queues coming along behind you, so people will be looking at that data again, but in this case, for this queue, it's done. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through until I find an area where I know there is something of interest. Once again, I'm going to click on the image, I'm going to enlarge it, and immediately I can see that there's something of interest here. Because there is an item of interest here, I'm going to make an annotation. Now, in this case that we're looking at, where we just have images and no map, unlike some projects, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a high priority annotation, and I can select the different annotation layers through this. I'm going to create a high priority annotation. I'm going to use the rectangle tool. You could use the marker tool, that's fine. And I'm going to create a box right underneath the image. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to click Copy Link to Annotation. So again, I'm going to click on that annotation, I'm going to copy a link, and if it's really important and it needs to be looked up by other people, I'm going to send that on the WhatsApp group or other communities of communication. The person receiving the link will get something that looks like this. They will then know to look inside this image. It may also help to send a screenshot of what you're looking at, and then we can debate these potential targets of interest together. That's the basic process. If you have any questions, just reach out to other people in your labeling team, and we can work on it together. Thanks very much. Where's the stop button?